Hey, thanks for stopping by. It's your girl Ebony. Today we're doing a book review. We are still doing the As a Man Thinketh series. This chapter that we're going over today is called Thought and Purpose. Okay, Thought and Purpose. Again, this is a very easy read. You could get that book for free. Just go to Google and put in As a Man Thinketh PDF, and you go ahead and have that copy. It's only 54 pages. Takes about an hour and a half to read. Or less, just depending on how fast you read and things like that. See, I stop and read. I look up any word that I don't know. I reread paragraphs that really I have an aha moment on and things like that. So, again, the reading, it just depends on what you do when you're reading. So, we'll go ahead and get to the meats and potatoes of the video. The chapter that we're going over right now was Thought and Purpose. Okay. So the first thing that I have highlighted in this, actually I have a lot highlighted in this chapter. I don't want to get too carried away with reading, but please get the book. The book is amazing. Okay, so the first part that I have highlighted is patient training. As the physical weak man can make himself strong by careful and patient training, so the man of weak thoughts can make as the physical weak man can make himself strong by useful, careful, and patient training, so can the man of weak thoughts can make them strong by exercising himself in right training. So this concept is pretty easy, right? So you could be a weak person. Weak meaning could hardly stand up, don't have no muscles, can't lift things up, just weak, fragile, right? And you can change that by actually going to physical therapy or going to the exercise or going to the gym, or you could change that. You can change that. So that's the same thing with your thoughts. You know how back to, oh, I'm fat, oh, I'm ugly, oh, I'm, those thoughts. When you hear those thoughts in your head, you can actually turn them off. You can replace them with 3 positive thoughts. That's one useful way to go ahead and replace your negative thinking with positive thinking. Okay, right? So that's the same concept. So by exercising your weak body, you can also exercise your mind to be of a disciplined mind and be of a strong mind. So the next section is to put away aimlessness and weakness, and to begin to think with purpose is to enter the ranks of those strong ones who are recognized failures as one of the pathways to attainment. Who makes all conditions serve them, and who thinks strongly, attempt fearlessly, and accomplish masterfully. So bad things happen all the time. Undesirable things happen all the time. So what he's saying right here, James, I love James Allen. Okay, he really broke this down in a simple way for us. So if bad things happen, our goal in life is to actually switch them around, change our thoughts so that they're actually a stepping stool, so we could use that to get to the next level. Right? So recognize failures as one of the pathways to attainment. So when something fails, we look at it, we analyze it, we turn it, and we make it a positive. Since we are humans of choice, we get to choose what we do, just like we get to choose what we think. At that point that something bad happens, we analyze it completely and say, okay, how am I going to turn this around and make this a positive? Right? So who makes all conditions serve them, and who thinks strongly, attempts fearlessly, and accomplishes masterfully. Having conceived of his purpose, a man should mentally mark out a straight path to the achievement, looking neither to the right nor the left. Doubles and fears should be righteously excluded. They are just a second, wait. So this is really important. So if we can mark out a pathway to achievement, and we could decide what we're going to do next with whatever situation we're in, then that means that we're able to achieve whatever we want to achieve. What do you guys think about that? Do you feel like you could achieve whatever you want to achieve? Put it in the comment below if you feel like you could achieve whatever you want to achieve. Let me know. Or do you feel like only certain people are able to achieve what they want to achieve? Tell me 2 traits that it takes to achieve whatever you want to achieve. Okay? Down in the comments below, please. Okay, and then, So the next part that I have highlighted in the book, again, this is Think and Grow Rich. It's a really easy read, y'all. This is a good book. I love this book. Doubts and fears should be rigorously excluded. Excuse me. They are elements which break up the straight line of effort, render it crooked, inefficient, useless. Thoughts of doubt and fear never accomplish anything and never can. Thoughts of doubt and fear never accomplish anything and never can. When we tell ourselves bad things, they're not going to help us in no way. They never can and they never will. No bad thought will produce good fruit. No bad seed will produce good food. Never. So whenever you're telling yourself something negative, it needs to be replaced. Period. There's just no way around it. Whenever you're telling yourself something bad, you cannot produce anything good from it. That's all he's saying. Real simple. But sometimes, although it's simple, a lot of people don't understand and don't do what's necessary. So we have to discipline our mind. We have to do what's necessary. It's necessary to get rid of any negative thoughts, any self-defeating thoughts, any doubts, any fears. That needs to be replaced from our mind with something positive. Easier said than done, but just like you could go to the gym and exercise your arms, we could go to the gym and get fitted in our abs. We could fix our legs. We could fix our mind too. Think about it. Okay? They always lead to failure whenever you have doubt thoughts. Purpose, energy, power to do, and all strong thoughts cease when doubt and fear creeps in. You cannot have fear thoughts and accomplish thoughts in the same pool. You can't have them together. The will to do springs from the knowledge that we can do. Doubt and fear are the great enemies of knowledge, and he who encourages them, who does not slay them, himself at every thought. He thoughts himself at every thought. We have to encourage ourselves. We have to be our biggest cheerleader. He who has conquered doubt and fear has conquered failure. You hear that? He who has conquered doubt and fear has conquered failure. His every thought is aligned with power, and all difficulties are barely met and wisely outcome. His purpose are seasonally planted, and they bloom and bring forth fruit, which does not fall prematurely to the ground. So when you do not have doubt, when you do not have fear, then your fruit will grow, and it will grow maturely. Thought and aligned fearlessly in purpose becomes creative force. He who knows this is ready to become something higher and stronger than a mere bundle of wavering thoughts and fluctuating sensations. He who does this has become the conscious and intelligent wielder of his mental powers. We all have mental powers. It is our job to harness our mental powers. It is our job to make sure that we are disciplined in the mind. That's all this book is talking about, is being disciplined in the mind, being smart, paying attention to what you're telling yourself, paying attention to what you're paying attention to. We have to do that. Now, during this quarantine, we're all in quarantine, we're all on lockdown. It is our job to make sure that we're becoming a better person. Okay? So if you like this content, if you like what I have shared with you today, please go ahead and like. It costs you nothing. Subscribe It's free, free 99, and share, okay? And other than that, thanks for hanging out with me to the end of this video. And the next section of the book that we're going to be going over on the next video is called The Thought Factor in Achievement. All right, thanks, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.